They say success favors the young. But what if your biggest success comes after six? This is the incredible, true story of Colonel Harland Sanders, the man who turned rejection, failure, and poverty into one of the most powerful comeback stories in history. Before he ever became the colonel, Harland Sanders lived a life full of twists and failures. He was a steamboat pilot, a railroad fireman, a farmer, and even ran a filling station. He tried everything and failed more times than he could count. By his mid-60s, Sanders had lost almost everything. He was living off a small Social Security check, barely making ends meet. Most people would see that as a sign to give up, but not him. He had one thing left, a recipe for fried chicken, made with a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, and a belief that it was something special. At 65 years old, Colonel Sanders packed his car with nothing but his recipe, his pressure cooker, and his dream. He drove across America, going from restaurant to restaurant, trying to convince owners to franchise his chicken for a small royalty. But what he got instead were rejections. Hundreds of them. Sorry, not interested. Too risky. Won't work. He was told no 1,009 times. Imagine that. 1,009 rejections. He slept in his car, ate cheap meals, and kept going. Because deep down, he believed one thing. And finally, on his 1,010th attempt, someone said yes. That one, yes, changed everything. From that tiny partnership, a global empire was born. His white suit, his goatee, his southern charm became a symbol of quality, persistence, and hope. Kentucky Fried Chicken spread across the world, and Colonel Sanders became one of the most recognizable faces in business history. All this after he turned 65. Colonel Sanders' story isn't about fried chicken. It's about believing in yourself when the world doesn't. He taught us 3 powerful lessons. Age is just a number. You can start your biggest chapter anytime in life. Rejection is just data. Every no brings you one step closer to a yes. Protect your gift. He believed his recipe had value, and he never stopped fighting for it. Colonel Sanders' journey reminds us you are never too old, too late, or too rejected to begin again. So ask yourself today, what is one thing you're pursuing that you absolutely refuse to give up on? Because your next yes could change your life forever. The story of Colonel Sanders' perseverance on 1,000 rejections. Believe, persist, begin again. Subscribe for more real motivational stories.